Hello, my dears. Here we find each other again, and we will see in this video a comparison of taxes between Romania and other states. With the new changes, and because the changes are so frequent and so often and so drastic sometimes, my purpose today is to compare Romania and other states and to see if it's still worth it to gain and to invest capital in Romania or not. And you will see further what I'm based on and what are my reasons to say yes, it's still worth it. So go ahead, come and open a new company here in Romania, and we will analyze step by step each of my reasons. So let's move on and see what type of taxes do we have here in Romania and what type of taxes companies pay here. So first of all, we have two types of companies here in Romania, which are companies that are paying tax on income and companies that are paying tax on profit. The first category of companies, tax on income, also are divided in two. Companies that are paying tax on income 1% and companies that are paying 3% since the beginning. The majority of the companies are paying 1%, of course, if they have one employee, and the turnover under 60,000 euro. But the exception to this rule is the companies that are activating in IT field, Horeca field, Horeca meaning hotel, restaurants and coffee shops and everything related to this, or companies that are dealing with the dentistry field. These categories are paying 3% since the beginning, no matter what is their turnover. After 60,000 euro up to 500,000 euro, they will pay 3% tax on income. It doesn't matter what type of expenses they have. Now, the second category that I talked about are companies that are paying tax on profit. Tax on profit means that you have an income and you have some deductible expenses and you'll be paying 16% on this. This particularly tax is applicable if, for example, you don't have employees or you do not want to pay taxes on salaries, and you can choose this even from the beginning. So, to take a look back, two types of companies, tax on profit 1% or 3%, or tax on profit 16%. Now, let's see what other taxes does an SRL pays here in Romania. Of course, they will be paying tax on dividend. Tax on dividend, which is 8%, and the dividends means the money that you take out of your own company. There is also VAT. You can owe VAT to the Romanian fiscal authority, but for this you must invoice clients from Romania. If you invoice clients from Europe, for example, and all your clients are a VAT payer, there is no VAT involved. So in the end, it will be only that 8% tax on dividend, and the VAT has no implication in your own company as a micro company. Also, another tax that will be paid, but in the next year after the dividends are distributed, it's health insurance, which also is sealed to the minimum salary here in Romania, so it will not be so big as amount. Now, let's see if Romania is still worth it to invest in or not, taking into consideration the new taxes that the government changed since 2024. Okay, so the tax comparison between Romania and other states, it will be like this. The first reason for which I would recommend to open a company here in Romania, it's of course this tax on income, 1 or 3%, which is almost nothing compared to other countries. And here in Romania, you can deduct a lot of expenses in order to diminuate the tax on dividend, which is 8%. So first reason is tax on income, of course, which is really, really low. And the other reason would be the tax on dividends, which also it's really, really low. So basically, the cost of having a company here in Romania can be 1%, 9%, 1 plus 8, or 11%, 3 plus 8%, which of course it's a really, really small amount compared, as I said, to other European countries, and I will let you know further what are the taxes in other European countries. But wait, the biggest surprise is on tax on profit, which is 16%. I say surprise because there are a few countries that are having a lower tax on profit. For example, Hungary, which has 9%, but you cannot compare tax on profit, which is 9%, with the VAT, which is 27%. So here in Romania we have a 19%, the highest quote on VAT, or on the other hand, Hungary, who has 27%. It's a difference of 8 percentages between the VAT in Romania and VAT in Hungary. Meanwhile, the tax on profit, it's 16% here in Romania and 9% in Hungary. The difference is only 7%. Other countries which are having a low tax on profit would be Bulgaria, would be Cyprus, would be Lithuania and Poland. But in all these countries, because some of them are also Eastern countries, you will not find such good professionals, also people that are so good in English that you can understand and you get along with them really easily. So this would be the most and the biggest advantage that Romania will have. Okay, we have 16% tax, but in Poland, on profit I mean, but in Poland, for example, it's 15%, so the difference is really, really slow. But on the other hand, we have good professionals that are willing to work on not so high salaries and that are doing a great job, are really skilled in English, and you can get along with them quite easily. And it will be a really asset for your own business if you are in IT field, for example. Regarding the other countries from Europe and Western Europe, when we are talking about tax on profit, the taxes are really, really high. For example, in Germany passes over 30, in Portugal also passes over 31. In France is almost 26. So you have really, really high rates on tax on profits, which means that more than 1/3 or 1/4 of your business will be given to the state with the taxes that you'll be paying. So take this into consideration. Romania is a really, really good country with really small taxes, and it's still worth it to invest in, even if we have so many exchanges, so many changes, of fiscality, of ways to deduct or to register things in accounting. But this it's something that your accountant should do. It is not your business. You just need to focus on developing the business that you are having, on finding new contracts and new clients, and to bring more and more profit to your own company, because the profit, it will be yours and nobody's else. So for example, if you live in Portugal, Spain, Germany, Switzerland, I don't know, Sweden and so on, you don't actually need to move here in Romania. It's enough just to move your business here, because if it's something that you can do remotely, if it's something that you can manage from distance, not necessarily in the countries that I tell you before to stay in, to live in, you can have the business all here in Romania, and it will be good for you in the end. For example, even on VAT, we have a small rate. There are most of the countries are having a VAT rate higher than 19%, 20, 21. For example, Italy has 22, Greece 24, and so on. So in all fields, we are on the best position, and which will be advantages for all of you. And it will be better if you will move your business here, because you'll have, and your gains are higher here in Romania. Even with avoiding double taxation treaty, it will be higher here in Romania than in other European countries. Or if you want to move, then it's even better, because our climate, it's also good for you. It's like everywhere in Europe. Indeed, we don't have so many highways, and you may spend a lot of time in traffic, but let's see the good part, which is the business. And from business point of view, Romania can offer you a big advantage compared with other European countries. Are you still not convinced to come here to Romania and to see what are the conditions? Then you can just book an appointment, for example, with me or with somebody from our team on Calendly. We'll let the link below and see exactly if your type of business is advantageous for doing it for distance, or if you need an actual presence here in Romania. Why not to come 1 or 2 weeks to see how the things are going here, if you like the city, if you like the country, if you like the people that you are encountering here. So why not? You have only 2 options: to book an appointment and to see, or just to come. We are waiting you here. We invite you to our office in Bucharest if you want to come and to have a good discussion about what you can do to optimize your profit, your business, and to have more. Thank you very much. Subscribe to our channel, and we'll see what we can do for you within the next time. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.